See bullet hole. Yeah, I don't see a bullet hole. They're coming back. Let's. Eagles get.
Good morning. So this morning, officers were responding to just a patrol activity of the parking lot, and one of our officers noticed that there was a male actually inside a vehicle. He attempted to approach the suspect in the vehicle, or the occupant inside the vehicle. When the officer actually started questioning the individual, the male didn't follow our officer's verbal orders, then attempted to evade the officers, wouldn't follow his orders, and continued to actually retreat to his vehicle, which the officer learned that was staged right next to a vehicle that he was breaking into. All this developed, of course, very quickly. Being that the vehicle was positioned right next to the vehicle that the suspect was in, he obviously made his way to the vehicle, actually tried to strike one of our officers as he was escaping. Our officers fired one round at the suspect's vehicle. Suspect was uninjured, as we learned just now, with the assistance of San Antonio. The suspect actually crashed his vehicle not too far out of our city here off of Williamsburg, and with the assistance of San Antonio, like I said, he was actually apprehended.
Okay, so your officers saw him in this parking lot? Like, was they called out for suspicious activity, a guy breaking in? They just happened upon him?
They just happened because we've had a couple vehicle break-ins, so our officers have stepped up patrols. We've been actually adding additional patrols in the area, working with management as well.
So when he was approached by the officers, he got in his car and tried to get away, and then attempted to hit the officer's vehicle with his vehicle? Yes.
As a matter of fact, I think from what I'm understanding, he was positioned next to the vehicle he was breaking into, actually went the other way, so he would have actually fallen off the ledge here. Then the officers noticed that he wasn't going to follow verbal commands, moved out of the way to try to reposition themselves, and then one of my officers noticed that he positioned his vehicle as he was trying to turn and maneuver out toward his direction, so my officer fired one round at the vehicle.
Did it actually strike the vehicle?
Yes, and we're processing that right now. So investigations is over there, and we have the vehicle, so we're trying to figure out exactly where the round entered into the vehicle. Suspect was not injured, so we know that from San Antonio.
Do you have a name for the suspect?
Yes, suspect is Jonathan Martinez. He's 19 years old.
Martinez with an S or a Z?
Z.
What charges is he facing at this
So right now we're looking at ag assault, deadly weapon, and of course multiple other charges that we're probably going to add on as well. We're going to look at everything when we get back to the station. We have him in custody. San Antonio has transferred him over to us. So,
was anything recovered from his vehicle in terms of like what has been stolen? Had he stolen anything at that point?
so inside the vehicle and his possessions, there's multiple stolen firearms, from what I'm understanding. Also, too, there's also drugs that are involved in there too. So, we just need to do a thorough search of the vehicle as well. So, and we're in the process right now of bringing the vehicle back to our location.
So he was led you guys on a brief chase with the help of SAPD. Did he crash his vehicle at Williamsburg?
Yes, ma'am. Right in that general area, he crashed, from what I'm understanding. And then there was a brief foot chase. And like I said, with the assistance of San Antonio, they were able to locate the suspect in that general area from where he had crashed, apparently in a backyard.
This guy, I mean, stolen firearms, drugs, attempting to assault an officer. I mean, he sounds like he has a history. So does it make you guys feel good that you apprehended this guy?
Yes, most definitely. Because if he's not following verbal orders and he was pretty much caught in the act, there's no telling what he's not going to do if we didn't apprehend him today. So being that he's so young too as well, it kind of just leaves that kind of thought in your head, like what else is he willing to do or is he not willing to do, as far as with officers' presence.
Do you hope that, I mean, you guys have had break-ins in the past in this parking lot. Do you hope that now that this guy has been, detained, these hopefully will calm things down in this area?
Yes, ma'am. Hopefully, like I said, we've been working with management. Even my investigators have been working with our patrol officers. So it's a team effort all together. So we've identified a couple of suspects in the past. I know we've worked with San Antonio before. Usually we have general spots, not just in our city, but up and down the corridor here at 410. It just seems like these burglary suspects target these hotels. So it's a joint effort on multiple agencies that work together.
Does this suspect have any prior charges?
As of now, ma'am, I haven't had a chance to look at that. I just came straight here just to make sure that everyone's okay. The officers are fine. The suspect's not injured, and we just have an officer involved shooting as of right now, with the suspect not injured. And of course, none of the officers injured. As
for the officer who shot shot that one fire, is he gonna go on like the suspend, or what's it called when?
Paid administrative leave?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. So he'll be on paid administrative leave until everything's investigated. So just to make sure that everything was done correctly, there's no policies that were violated, and after we looked at the totality of everything, so just to make sure everything was done correctly.
How long has he been with Balcones Heights?
Altogether, he's been together going on 14 years.
Oh, so he's been here for...
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? Oh, Chief, can I have your name and spell it for me?
First name is John, J-O-H-N. Last name Jahanara, J-A-H-A-N-A-R-A, and Chief of Police. J-A-H-A-N-A-R-A.
Jahanara.
Jahanara.
Okay. Thank you, Chief. I appreciate
thank you.
it.
And I'm so sorry I missed the
Yes,
very
ma'am.
first part. Can